We are back at the Switchback. Now, there's only a rare battle in this stage, Midlight Steep, with grenades. So pretty much the bomb family, the tree men, the Malboros, the Behemoths, and the dragons. So this is kind of funny. The blue dragon is part of the rare battle, but not the red dragon. Like, I think red dragons are a bit more rare, but I don't make the guide, or I'm not Square Enix, so hey, the design's up to them. But we do run into a few of them, like the Marlboro and the Behemoth. So this is a cool battle. Can actually be quite difficult if you run into it for the first time. Don't have a lot of the end game gear and equipment. And for this battle theme, I wanted like Rays, Beowulf, Melidal, and Byblos. I guess things that are affiliated with the Church of Globdos in FFT. So I guess that's what I was going for. I think I used this in the special battle on Mandalia Plains with the dragons, where you get the three green dragons as your ally. Like the battles I've seen on YouTube, like my allies like gotta survive. Like in them, they all die. I'm like, no. If you're on my team, if you are my friend, you're gonna survive. So there's that. And there's Rays moving up. And you're going to be kind of thinking on the thumbnail. I know it's almost 2 minutes into the video. I'm not trying to clickbait. So the uncommon battle to me was more rare and cooler, in my opinion, because we can encounter an arithmetician or calculator. I prefer that name. So if J7 Jace and Benjamin Bomberry say calculator is a much cooler name, then it is. And a lot of the people in the comments do actually prefer it. That idiot you hate as well, Gotta shout out the frequent commenters and viewers. Like, appreciate the people watching. Really do. Like, for me, if I get to be a much bigger channel, and I've have grown. I still remember being at 10 subscribers and my first few hundred. But yeah, if I do get bigger, where I really profit out the channel, like I won't do giveaways. To me, that's silly. That's like me trying to bait more people to subscribe to me and get viewers. I just want to give something to the people who've been with me from the beginning and stuck with me. Like that's true appreciation, not some guy can just subscribe to the channel completely new, just in it for the gift. And it's like, yeah, I supported you. Nah. But okay, that's my rant about giveaways and appreciation and whatnot. Like I said, that's just how I work, or as Christian Cage, that's how I roll. Um, but if people want to do that, people want to run their channel that way or social media, whatever. That's up to them. I just don't agree with it. Here, Beowulf's using the Night Sword and healing from the regular Behemoth. He is not using Chaos Blade, hence the much weaker damage. And I want to say Zodiac Sign. And just to mix things up, even though I love Chaos Blade the way it looks, I actually think Ragnarok looks the best though. Like it sort of reminds me of Ultimate Weapon in Final Fantasy VII, the red and blue and the white. It's just one of, in my opinion, the best looking Night Sword for Final Fantasy Tactics, and one of the nicest weapons to be in general. And also 24 attack gives you shell. I do think in terms of the benefits or perks it gives, it is on the weaker side, because you can always just lower your faith, and that acts as a defense to magic. So here's Shira Hadori, or Blade Grasp, going off. Like the behemoths want Melidal, but she just is blocking it, and it's one of the best reaction abilities in the game, since you're completely void, or you can completely nullify a lot of physical attacks. Like, I do think it's in the top five because of how AI can work. This Hydra gets KO'd though. Ooh, double whammy, man. That's like a concerto in WWE. Like, you can hit twice from two different angles. Speaking of angles, we also have a crit angle. Midlight overriding on it. But yeah, um, I do want to say that about Blade Grasp. Very, very good. I really question why they went from the English name to the Japanese name when a lot of names that were originally Japanese changed to English. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I kind of don't get where the new translation is coming from. But hey, I still want a PSP mod, even though I love the Line War. Just because I like PPSSPP better than DuckStation. It's much easier to minimize, load games, and etc. run. Um, but DuckStation's, cool too. Like, for me, any kind of emulator that where you can use a controller, easily record gameplay, is awesome. Especially in this day and age where, the economy, the cost of everything has increased pretty much anywhere in the world. So emulation gives a fair shot. Unlike these dragons, they're not joining the party, so they don't get a fair shot. But yeah, emulators and all that give us a chance to play these old retro games, and it's also very affordable to us since most of us will have a computer, laptop, PC, Mac, whatever, and we can play these games as opposed to getting a overpriced console, which is going to be irrelevant and obsolete in a few years because they're going to come out with like the PS5 1.2, PS5 Pro, PS5 Tony Hawk Edition, And, the older we get, the less time we have for games. So being able to play it on our mobile device, on our computer, is just awesome. So this was the battle I was talking about. That is really cool. We do have an arithmetician here. One of the few times we actually get to see one in the game. And all the story battles, we don't see one. I'm 99% sure of that. Lananian Plateau, and at the Switchback. When I think of the Switchback, I think of that song by Cell Dweller, I want to say. Sounds really cool, and they say Switchback. That's what I think of when I first made this video. So, yeah, a bunch of casters, 3 ladies, and a male black mage. So to me, this was really, really cool. Unfortunately, though, the arithmetician does not have really good stats. So we won't be seeing much of her do any kind of cool action. But we save her for the last. And nothing special there. But they can be good enemies to learn abilities from. Like highly advanced magic spells, CT345, you name it. Sometimes Soulbind. So that is also a good strategy. If you don't really want to put in the JP or time to learning spells, you can just try and look for arithmeticians and hopefully, knock on wood, get them to crystallize. But I still just prefer grinding. Like, if you know how to JP farm and etc., that's probably more effective and faster than trying to go for an arithmetician to crystallize, because they are very, very slow. And Balthier does the 840. Luso and Balthier for this team The calculator does the haste, but it doesn't really land here. But yeah, for this theme, I don't think I've ever had Balthier and Luso just to play together. So I want to call them, this team, the World of Evilise. Since Luso's in FFTA 2, Balthier is in Final Fantasy 12. And the summer goes for a haste. Don't think she... Okay, she does get it. But yeah, this is my theme. Kind of disappointed with the inclusion of Luso. Like, maybe if he had different abilities, but he practically has the same stuff. Poach is pretty cool, but again, Poach, it's only like 200 JP, and from the Thief, it doesn't take that long. But these are the coolest battles, and the rare battle in the Switchback of Midlight Steep. If you all enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And we only have a few more battles. I think 2 more to be exact. And we're done the rare battles in FFT. So thank you all again for watching. Tune in next time, and I hope you have a great one.